I know of a place where you never get harmed. A magical place with magical charm. Indoors, indoors, indoors. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with something a little different. It's something that I've always wanted to dabble in. I've always wanted to write. I've always wanted, and I did write a couple of stories, never really sold them or anything. For those of you that are on my Facebook, you know those Sweet Mate and Kara stories are hysterical. I'm going to actually animate those, make them into a book at some point. So this was a writing prompt that came from Reddit a few years ago, and I decided to respond to it. A few years ago, I never told anyone about this until now. The writing prompt says, in an extended universe, tired of no real reward from Peach, Mario kills Bowser, takes over his kingdom, and prepares for his invasion of the Mushroom Kingdom. So I'm going to read you my response, and I thought it would be pretty cool. Let me know what you think. If you like it, great. Smash that like button. If you don't, comment, tell me what you think. Give me some constructive criticism. And if anything, Patreon down below if you really, really, really like it and you think I deserve it. So, having thwarted Bowser for the 37th time with nothing to show for it, Mario is blood drunk and blue-balled. He makes a deal with a Goomba king. No one shall step on his subjects with Mario in power. Since he has his brother locked up, King Goomba agreed to aid Mario with an army of Goombas to distract the Toads. Since Bowser ordered so many Koopas to their deaths, those deaths being carried out by the Mario Brothers, the Koopas hath decided to remain neutral in this conflict. With all of the bullet bills aimed at Peach's castle and the bomb-ombs terrorizing the rest of the Mushroom Kingdom, Princess Toadstool makes a desperate prayer to Twink, the star that helped her out once before. Twink's star powers have grown strong since the Paper Wars, but even still, he was no match for the army that was amassing on the other part of the countryside. With all of the money in the world and a hungry dinosaur and no one to ride it, the princess makes a last-ditch effort to rally a new pair to fight by her side. She calls on none other than the W Warriors, aka Wario and Luigi. After countless hours of Peach sending back those bullet bills with her frying pan, Wario and Waluigi arrive on the scene. Having agreed on half now and half later, Wario starts filling his grab bag with coins. Waluigi says, "Wario, finish later. Right now, we have a job to do. Yoshi, come." Yoshi eats one last Goomba before coming to Waluigi's side. Waluigi gets out his tennis racket, something that he has won many tournaments with, mounts Yoshi, looks over at Wario getting on his motorcycle, and Waluigi says, "Come on, let's hunt some Goomba." And Wario says, "Ah!" The team had started off strong. Between Yoshi's appetite, Waluigi's tennis racket smacking Goombas, and Wario's bike running them over, the battle had quickly turned into a massacre. The enraged Mario was looking on through a telescope in anger. As he saw the trio weaving through bullet bills, he knew he had to come up with a plan. To vanquish all hope before more heroes come to Peach's aid, it was time to initiate Operation Transparency. It was time to call in the booze. Mario sends one of the few traitor toads he has on a bullet bill. Traitor toad is something that they switch sides. Toads just felt like they weren't being treated fairly, so they switched sides. Anyway, he puts one of the traitor toads on a bullet bill and directs it towards the castle. This toad has but one job: to tell King Boo to send his best, darkest warriors to capture the Princess Toadstool. Since the Koopas weren't helping out anybody, Princess Toadstool would not be able to use their magic to stop them. The bullet bill speeds past the W Warriors and Yoshi. Waluigi says, Wario, should we check it out?" And Wario says, "We're not getting paid to check out irregularities." Waluigi says, "If that's a rogue toad and he tricks the princess, we won't get paid at all." And Wario responds, "Grrr." Wario turns his bike around, and Waluigi and Yoshi follow. Back on Bowser's former ship, Mario visits his brother in jail. Mario, why are you doing this? You know why, brother. And the only time I will let you out of there is going to be when I take you to see Peach's demise. That will never happen. For every enemy you throw at the kingdom, there would be a hero to stop them. That's normally true, but since the bounty hunter and the little pink ball are on planet SR388, there's no one to stop the space jellyfish I have that I plan to send to take out the rest of the remaining warriors. Not my kingdom. It was never your kingdom. Back at the castle, Peach and Twink are brainstorming while fighting. Peach says, Twink, go to the Thwomps and tell them there will be a big reward for them if they build a wall around the bomb arms. Twink says, you got it, Peach. Twink leaves the W Warriors, and Yoshi came back. Waluigi says, Princess, there's a rogue toad in the castle. Have you seen any riding a bullet bill? I don't know why I made him Mexican. It was almost too late. As soon as he said that, through the doors came out some very dark boos. Peach says, you guys distract him. I need to go to the nursery and get a vacuum. Peach leaves, and Waluigi says, why do we get stuck with this job? And Wario says, stroking his mustache, why does the princess have a nursery? As the Thwomp soldiers gather around the bomb surrounding them into a giant circle, the Thwomps make like Trump and build a wall around the explosive circle. After a huge explosion and a couple of flying band-aids, the bomb-arms had all exploded, and the Mushroom Kingdom was terrorized no more by the explosions. Back at the castle, Princess Peach comes back with both a Poltergeist 3000 and a Poltergeist 5000. Waluigi, catch! And Wario says, why does he get one? Where's mine? And Peach says, there's only two of you, and you're too fat for one. And Wario goes, oh, here. Peach takes a mushroom from under her dress and throws it at Wario. What is this? Get on your bike and go get Luigi back. When you get there, take this mushroom and run over everyone in your way, even Mario. Peach and Waluigi began vacuuming all of the boos. Yoshi looks at all that is happening. Distraught by it all, he heads inside the castle and grabs a piece of paper. He writes a letter and gives it to the castle's male paratrooper, Parakarry. His job is to head to Yoster Isle and send word to Yoshi's old rival, Boshi. Yoshi sends the package with a few cookies and tells him to come to the Mushroom Kingdom. He's calling in a favor, and there's more cookies where that came from. As Wario heads over on his back, he can't help but think, why didn't she want Luigi back and Mario? Did she give up hope for him? How strong will this mushroom make him? With Bowser gone and Mario fighting his old friends, maybe he could take over the kingdom. He thinks, and he plots. All right, guys, let me know what you know. Let me know what the voice is. I kind of hurt myself with the Waluigi voice, but I thought that was pretty cool. I did go really deeper into other different things, saying like, okay, well, Yoshi goes to Yoster Isle, and all of the references, like the pink one and the bounty hunter, reference Kirby as the pink ball and Samus as the bounty hunter. They are actually in space. They are just fighting other things right now. Normally they would be here. And if anyone's seen in Super Mario 64, inside the castle, or maybe it's inside Legend of Zelda. Either way, they reference each other. Mario and Link, they reference each other with pictures of each other in their own castles, which is great. And the Boshi reference is a reference to a Super Nintendo game where Yoshi had to race all of the other Yoshis. One of them was specifically called Boshi. Boshi did not wear shoes like Yoshi. Boshi had these like velociraptor type feet, make him run really fast. He was actually the only one that was faster than Yoshi for a time. So I thought that was really interesting. Thought this would be really cool. I wanted to work, Donkey Kong in there as well, but it seems like to me, because of the bad blood between Donkey Kong and Mario, that he doesn't like it when Mario interferes with his affairs, so he probably wouldn't want to interfere with any of the Mushroom Kingdom's affairs. So that's just something that I think Donkey Kong would do. The only way I could think about dragging him in is if Diddy Kong goes because he feels bad. He's like, hey, Mario's been my friend. You know, whatever happened with, you know, the old guard, like you and whoever, that's your guys' business. I want to help my friends. And then he gets captured by somewhere, and then that drags Donkey Kong in. But I also had this idea that Mario doesn't just get anger and blue ball, is that one of the um, magic Koopas that's from Paper Mario like puts a spell on him, and that's what happens. That's what drags him into it. And yeah, just a lot of really cool things. You know, Bowser turns into, you know, the bones of Bowser, and then he gets resurrected. It's really cool. I really wanted to get into it. I wrote actually a lot of it in this notebook, like, or maybe it wasn't this notebook. It was maybe another notebook. But no, I even have Mario jump scene in there. There was the timeline, you know, because the current DK isn't the DK that we know from the original Mario Jumpman Mario. It is the current DK is Cranky's grandson. DK appears as a baby um, in as a baby DK in Yoshi's Island DS. So that's kind of where the timeline comes from. Mario and DK are about the same age. Again, this Mario and this DK, they're about the same age. DK's dad is Donkey Kong Jr. So for that you know, gorillas live till about 40, and blah, 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 blah. I can't even read my handwriting, but DK Jr. is 8 around the time Jumpman came out, and DK Jr., you know, around 15 to 20 years after that. So yeah, he'd be about 40. And the wife of Jumpman Mario is Pauline. That is the OG Jumpman's wife. So I'm really trying to make it really stick to the story and the lore of everything. So this is probably going to get like 3 views. But I love you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the algorithm. Goodbye. Meow, meow.